We have a morning cigar?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I don't think I've ever had a morning cigar.
Yeah.
Never had a morning cigar.
Man,
That's breakfast.
And we're live.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 57 of the Whiskey and Whitetails show. Today's podcast. Today's January the 10th, 2022. We're recording live from a cigar bar called Luxe Cigars. It's actually the Luxe Cigar Lounge in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. So if you hear a little bit of background noise, that's what it is. People having a good time, enjoying themselves, having some cigars, which we're going to do the same. What do you think, Gus?
I think it's loud.
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
It's bugging me, but it's okay. Doing a great job. I think that this is a cool spot for one.
I like it.
Ooh.
I like it. I like the idea. I like the guy. We're going to have the guy on here soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make an effort to talk directly into this microphone.
Yeah. Sorry, we don't know what the sound quality sounds like, but this is something we're going to be doing, so we're going to have to work on it and figure it out and make it work.
Yeah, because we're gonna need a similar setup and see we have to deal with background noise as well. So
you guys get
there's only
to
so much you can do.
play along with us. Or at least in this aspect, you get to play along and get to learn. So we're going to teach you what we're doing to get rid of some of this sound. And
No, we're not. I'm not teaching shit.
Yeah,
you
here.
figure it out yourself.
Well, how much work? I mean, think about how much work you have to put in to get all the sound out.
Luckily, I've spent the last year as we've done podcasts developing a workflow for specific types of problems like this to make that go a little quicker.
How quiet do you think it'll be? Because, like, for us right now, I don't know what y'all can hear, but we're almost yelling to hear each other.
I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you have both sheets of paper over there, so I can't see anything.
Oh,
I just realized it.
So we're sipping on. Colton showed up. Patreon.
Shout out to Colton.
Yep, he's a executive producer of the Whiskey and Whitetails podcast. He showed up, brought some George C. Stagg, we took a picture together, and so thank you, Colton, for that. We appreciate it. We haven't had George C. Stagg since the last time we had George C. Stagg.
Which, that's right. It's the best way to put it.
But last time we had George C. Stagg, we did a Baraka. We did a whole bottle kill, and it was rough. It was a good time now.
That's one way to put it.
That's the last time. You know, last time we had George C. Stagg was the last time we smoked a cigar on the podcast as well.
Sure was.
Yeah. About to see what happens.
No, nothing. I've got to go home and work in the morning.
Same.
These two things together cannot be a bad omen.
No, there cannot. But I wanted to give everybody the address in case you live in the area and you wanted to come check the place out. And I should have had it pulled up already, but give me a moment of your time. This is in Moncks Corner, South Carolina at 415 Corner Square Plaza. And it's $10 per year for a membership. $10. And that allows you to come in here and you can bring bottles. You can bring whatever you want. I think he has a cork pop fee for bottles. We're going to have him on here shortly to talk about it.
Nice.
But outside of that, if you live in the Charleston area or anywhere in that matter, and you want us to come to a live show there, let us know, because we are trying to start doing more live shows just because it's fun.
It is fun.
And it allows us to get the guests on.
Yep. It's a good way to get out in the community. It's a good way to interact with folks. And it's a good excuse to sit at a cigar bar or cigar lounge and smoke a cigar and tell people you're working.
Yeah. Who else gets to get paid to sit on a Tuesday afternoon and drink whiskey and smoke cigars?
No, not us. Okay. But in case anybody depending on who's listening, not us.
Yeah, depending on who's listening, for sure. We also get, we will travel for this as well. So if you have an event that you want us to come to, let us know. And we can do we can come night before and do a whiskey tasting.
Have stories, we'll travel. Have stories and whiskey, we'll travel.
Yep. We can come by and do a tasting with you. Or whatever the event may be. But yeah, what did you have on the plate today before we bring him over?
I had, our getaway. We have our company retreat this weekend.
Yes, we do.
It's going to be fun. Got a beach house for 4 days-ish. Spend some time with the families, hang out and relax.
hopefully pay them back for
Yeah.
dealing with our shit for the past year.
Yeah, just a little staycation to kind of hang out and let the kids go run around the beach. And they went to a beach house the first time last year for Thanksgiving with my in-laws, and they had a blast with all their cousins just hanging out at the beach. So they've been talking about the beach house for the last year, wanting to go back to, quote, the beach house.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll know the difference. They're just,
probably not
at
this
the beach. Yeah.
This one says it has a private beach, which I'm guessing is just in a part of the strip where a lot of people don't go.
Don't go. Yeah. That'll be cool. They can walk around and less shells will be picked over, hopefully, and
for sure.
Go
and
find
we'll
some
be
cool
able to
stuff.
play the tie to come on to Shark's Teeth, because Andy's a boss at finding Shark's Teeth.
So is Gavin.
Oh, really?
He loves it. He collects them, and he's got little boxes with the cotton in it, so you can lay them down and display them. And he has them by the year. He collects them each year.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Andy puts them in a
Oh, I've seen that.
like
The solution. Yeah.
I guess
Does that preserve them?
I don't know.
Sure, she'll have to talk to Gavin about that. That's actually a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
He would like that.
I'm sure that she would love to go hunt too with them.
Yeah, they all love being in the sand and on the beach, so they'll have a good time, and then gives us an opportunity to spend some time away from all the other distractions and spend a couple days focused and strategizing on what we can expect, what everybody else can expect from us in 2022. And I saw another content creator that did sort of a video like that. I thought would be cool for us to do, which is just like I know we've talked about it a little bit, but maybe for people like the Patreon members who are investing more than just their time and what we're doing, but also people who are following along, giving them sort of like a state of the union, if you will, for 2022, and kind of let them know like what we have planned, what they can expect from us, where they can get involved, where we're going to be. I figured after this weekend we have more of that planned out. We could do a video like that and just sort of.
For sure.
I'm going to call it State of the Union, call it something else, something creative. The
boot deficit.
The
real life version.
Yeah, something like that. But I just thought that'd be cool to do. But yeah, this weekend should be fun. I'm looking forward to it a lot. We have some fun meals planned, and looking forward to drinking, eating, and just relaxing.
Yeah, we're going to do some sous vide steaks, and we're going to do some venison. Did you decide on a roast or a shoulder? What did you decide on?
Because of the potential number of people, I think I'm going to either do a whole rear venison roast.
Yep.
I'll have to look at it and see if that dough is big enough to, without wiping out my freezer, because it's the only deer I got. Otherwise, I'll just go buy a couple of big roasts, and we'll just do like a Mississippi roast and leave it in the crock pot.
I just do that so you don't lose all your deer for the year.
That's fine.
Or maybe bring it in, we'll just keep it in the freezer, and if we get enough RSVPs.
Yeah.
This isn't like open to the public, but we did invite some close
some folks
business partners that we work with.
Yeah. Most of them are only coming to hang out for the day or hang out for a night.
Yeah.
But this wasn't a big advertised thing.
This is like a thing for us. Basically, all we're going to spend all day is whiteboarding ideas and trying to figure out what 2022 looks like for us and what kind of content we want to push towards, but also a lot of the events that we've scheduled to be at and how we're going to take care of those events, and then kind of also some of the podcast topics. We're trying to figure out if we want to. We used to do a lot of topics, and I think we might try and go back to that.
I think last year we spent a lot of time just figuring shit out.
Yeah.
And we still have things to figure out, but I think the amount of progress we made as a business and as business owners, and where we developing our vision of where this can, because we took this company and just sort of ran with it without really thinking it completely through.
Yeah.
And it's kind of reckless, but also like if you look back at really big successful companies and you listen to their stories, a lot of them are that way, right? There was some shit thrown together in a garage and it just happened organically, and thanks to you guys' support, that's kind of what's happened with us. And so I think we have our ourselves grounded now a little bit better, and we'll be able to sit down this weekend and identify those things we want to do. Like, we both know we want to lean more heavily into content creation, how we're doing that, how we're formatting it, and I think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Yeah, I think it'll be too. I'm excited to see kind of what avenues we decide to go with based on, I mean, we have a lot of choices, right? But it's like, I don't know the best way to put it without, we both have notepads like full of things we want to discuss and talk about.
Yes, we have tons of ideas, tons of like, and most of it is like, we probably both have very similar lists.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of saying, okay, what do we want, or what do we need to prioritize to get for where we want to go, right? And some of it, and maybe all of it needs to be done, but maybe some of it needs to get pushed to next year or later this year, and we need to focus on these things now. And that's what I think we got to figure out. And it'll be good to have other folks there who have some stake in the game and have some business understanding to maybe give us some guidance. Or one of them in particular, he always manages to throw something out there. And it's like, fuck, I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah, I'm really excited to talk to him. He's coming Friday, Saturday, leaving Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning.
Okay, that's cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it a lot. Is his significant other coming also?
She is.
Cool. That's good.
Yep. And they're probably going to work with us at Seawee as well. He said that last night, that he'd come help at Seawee.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time. I invited the One Nation fellows as well. I think they're probably going to shoot for Saturday. I told them we had a 4-bedroom. And I think those bedrooms are all probably going to be filled.
Yeah.
I doubt you want all your kids in one bedroom with you.
We can do whatever we need to.
But they can couch it up or whatever,
Yeah, whatever.
We can. If it's for one night.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll figure something out.
I doubt Phil will stay, but I think John's planning on bringing his kids as well and his wife.
Oh, okay.
And so,
that's fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Get the kids together. Let wives chit-chat.
Yeah, for sure. And it'll also be nice just to you and I, because when was the last time we hung out? When was the last time we hung out and it wasn't Whiskey and Whitetails? It's been a while.
It's been a while since we've just done something that was not something related to this or had some sort of angle. Even the last couple hunting trips have had some sort of Whiskey and Whitetails angle to it.
Or even like going to get staged. It's like we're on stage with barrels.
All day road trip, and it's still just. Jessica was like, "What do you guys talk about for 8 hours?" And I was like,
"No,
not much. We listened. We had a few conversations, mostly with
listen to the
podcast and laughed at the same jokes, and then got staves, and that was pretty much it."
We also found a podcast today that I'll read it. I already sent it to Gus. It says blah blah blah, coming at you in the Whiskey and Whitetails podcast studio in the heart of Buck Country in Southern Illinois.
Somebody's got an interesting studio name.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wish we had thought of doing a Whiskey and Whitetails podcast studio, or maybe we did. Can't remember.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So, who cares? Enjoy. Yeah. Everybody can be Whiskey and Whitetails. We're fine with that. I guess I'm gonna see if Hollywood
wants to make his way over here.
Ready. Let me see if he said he's like, yeah, I'm good with a podcast, man, but I gotta drink a little bit of bourbon. Y'all are gonna really like Hollywood. I'm gonna text him and be like, get on over here whenever you're ready.
Are we doing the plug of the week and random fact while he's on, or
he's gonna be the plug?
Oh, okay.
I guess we could go backwards and do the random fact.
You want to do that now?
Yeah, we'll do the random fact because we don't know how long it's going to go. We may need to just cut it off. Okay. So we'll do the random fact. Go ahead and kick that off. Random fact of the week. Yeah, so believe it or not, the phrase close but no cigar actually has an interesting origin. In years gone by, it may seem to have been coined by carnival workers who handed out cigars as prizes for games at local fairs. And these days, many people would be outraged if they won a cigar instead of an oh-so-coveted teddy bear. For hundreds of years, cigars have been synonymous with a working class man. Cigars are associated with hard work and manual labor, but for several decades in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, cigar smoking was considered a leisurely pursuit that only the rich could enjoy. And to prove their wealth and leisure status, affluent cigar smokers used to show off by giving cigars as gifts.
Oh.
So close but no cigar means some real shit. They used to actually give cigars away as gifts, as far as carnival prizes.
Carnies are good for something.
Yeah. Every time I see one of those carnival trucks coming to town, I almost said something else that I'm not going to say. Somewhere that we work and we equate that place to a carnival.
Oh.
The people that work there.
Right. Aw. Just want to kind of go around and give them hugs.
Yeah. That's okay.
Pat them on the back.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was going to say something and I freaking forgot.
Let's bleep it. I actually don't have to bleep it, I don't think. I don't know.
I never bleep it out.
Yeah. I try not to use it a lot, but it be what it be, as they say.
Yeah, it's an occasional thing. I don't think it's a game changer.
No, I think most people cuss and they can understand the fact that people are going to cuss. Dude, what are we going to... Did you look up how to clean these yet? Remember last time we did this? I think just soap water.
Yeah, it's actually... there is a solution for it. It's about $14 total.
Oh, just
And
buy
you
new
just
ones.
buy new ones, yeah.
Okay. Did you put those on order?
Yep, sure can. In fact, that's one of those things you should put on like Amazon recurring order. Just have them fresh ones
Ship,
delivered
yeah.
every 4 months or whatever.
That'd be kind of good for a guest too. Could be like, here's
Open up a fresh one for 'em.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We looked at our new mics, but I think we both think that these mics are just fine.
I looked up and watched a bunch of like side by side videos of people using those microphones.
Yeah.
And
No difference.
not really.
I think that the big difference was what are the ones the real long skinny ones?
Oh yeah.
I think the big difference is that you can come way back here and it still picks up a lot of that, but I think that they're higher in background noise.
Yeah, some of those require a different setup, different preamps and things like that to do what they do. And they're all kind of made for different things. I think for the price point and for what we do, these things are fine. Like I don't feel bad taking this equipment on a trip and fucking up a microphone.
Yeah, beat it up is not a big deal.
The mixer's a different story. It's a little, I wouldn't want to beat that up, but it's pretty sturdy and it's got a nice road case. So, what's up?
Etsy. People.
Dude, yeah, let me tell you, people.
What have
I've
you
had the
gotten?
same lady email me 3 times requesting a return. And so I replied to her email asking for the requisite information that we require to make sure it qualifies for a refund. And she just keeps sending the same question back in a new email.
What's the same question? I'd like a refund.
I'd like a refund on order. I'd like to process a return on order and then with the order number. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
for what?
That's what I'm saying. So I sent her the thing where it says, look, we have a 30-day return policy, but
Yeah.
it needs to be unused and unopened, meaning your old-fashioned mixer can't be opened. You can't have filled the butane with butane, and you can't ship that back to us. And I don't want to see a bunch of torch marks all over the block.
Yeah.
This isn't a try it out, and this isn't Walmart. You don't get to try it out and just
We've
bring
also
it back.
never had anyone return it.
Never.
Not once.
Not one time have we had anyone process a return. That wasn't a hey, I bought this by accident. I don't really want it, and we just canceled the order.
Yeah, but that happens before it ships. Like
Right,
she
that's
got
what I'm
this thing
saying.
like in the beginning of December.
Right, she did. She got it in
Summer night. I remember.
That's when she got it, or when she ordered it.
Ordered it. And
Okay.
she got it on the 12th. So.
Yeah. So she asked for within the 30-day grace period. So we'll work
Yeah.
with her on it. If she's got a legitimate reason, then fine. We'll send her.
I mean,
a
even if
prepaid.
it's not legitimate, I don't mind. But I definitely want to know that it's.
That's my biggest
that it's
thing.
not damaged.
And so what I basically told her is, if it meets all this requirements, let me know.
Yeah.
I'll send you a prepaid, and then once we get it back and inspect it and make sure that you're not sending us a box of rocks.
Yep.
Then I'll refund your money. It's not a big deal.
What cigar are you smoking?
I am smoking a. I can't even pronounce it. The guys are gonna make fun of me now.
Let me see.
Tatoué?
Tatuaje? That's a great cigar.
It is a good
It's
cigar.
one of my favorite cigars. The Tatuaje. That's the big broadleaf ones I bought. That's what that was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I bought this one on their recommendation. New World, AJ Fernandez, Puro Especial.
Looks nice.
It's nice. I told her I like dark and some solid flavor.
Did you?
Yeah.
You sure you were talking about cigars?
I was, yeah. For sure. This time. Only this time.
Could,
Yeah,
could be bourbon too.
What do you think about this place now that you're here?
It's cool, man. I like it a lot. If I was the kind of person who just was just like pieced out and left my wife and kids at home to go away and do stuff by myself, that wasn't just, hanging out.
Yeah.
Like
This would be the
I would
spot.
come hang out here, but
Yeah.
I don't do that if I leave. I'm usually doing something. So,
Yep.
plus my wife is cool with cigars, and so I can do this at home. But this is a cool place to come, maybe watch a ball game, or even bring the wife. And I think you said he might have a cork fee. You can bring your own bottle.
Yeah.
You can come in here and Jessica likes the smell of cigars and pipes, so
I think he said he has a cork fee.
you'll have to ask him.
Yeah, we'll ask him. I just text him, see when he's ready.
Okay.
He's a man of his own time, He's a
Hey.
successful businessman, owns several businesses, owns this place, owns a cigar
I love
lounge.
him. Look, the more I talk to him, the more like I see him interact, and the more we hang out with him, like the more I like him. I liked him off the rip when we first met him. But what's funny is that he was working that day. When I say working, I mean working.
Yeah.
And he had on like jeans or sweats and a hoodie, and like you can tell he'd been on the road doing stuff, working. Well, today he's in his business.
Yeah.
And he's wearing like sports coat, cowboy hat, and boots. And I was like, I should have worn my boots.
That's the reason I wore them, because I knew
That's his thing. But he's a sharp dressed man. You could place him in the middle of Dallas somewhere, and he'd fit right the fuck in.
When I met him at, I've seen him before at other events. When we went to the horse that, I can't remember what it's called, the horse race here. We went there, and he had his lounge set up, and I went and bought a couple cigars and talked to him, had a good time. And then I hadn't seen him in a while. And then when I went to that thing with Brady Smith and Gibby and everything, he was there selling cigars out the back.
Nice.
And it was like, yeah. So as soon as I saw him, I was like, dude, I want to do something because I've talked to you before and I like you and I like your mobile setup, but I think we can travel around and do stuff. So he ended up opening this place, and I just told him right away, I was like, it would be cool if we did something together. So he's like, I'm doing a grand opening weekend. Let's do grand opening, get everything running.
Yeah.
And so he had us here on the first night for his grand opening thing, and then their grand opening is Saturday, I believe.
Okay, cool.
But he's got heavy hitters all weekend. Got some comedians, got some other stuff.
Does he? Oh, that's what that whole lineup was earlier. Okay. So he's got like a whole week of just events lined up. That's cool.
Got a nice cigar tender coming. He's walking up now, so we'll probably introduce yourself. We already talked about you a little bit, but.
Good evening. My real name is Calvin Jenkins. Everyone calls me either King or either Hollywood. And I'm the owner of Luxe Cigar Lounge and Mobile. And I'm a native of Charleston, South Carolina. And that's where we're at. We're at Luxe right now.
Yes, sir.
And I'm glad you guys came and hosting your podcast here. You know, tonight is the Cigars and Bourbon. And that's what we're doing, drinking bourbon and smoking cigars.
What better thing in life is there?
Listen, I just left for training for one of my other businesses, and I left the training and told him, you know, I'm going to the lounge where I can drink and smoke.
Yeah.
And get paid at the same time. So, and
he said, you're smartest businessman in the room, huh?
Now, what you guys, you know, I really appreciate you guys coming in and spreading the love of the bourbon. And we have the cigars and, you know, education and things like that. So I'm really excited about moving forward with this.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think it'll be a lot of fun. The things that we'll end up doing down the road.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were just talking about kind of what our plans are for 2022. And we got a meeting this weekend with our other business partner to spend a couple days just talking about the year ahead of us and what our priorities are and all that kind of stuff. And this kind of thing that we're doing here, this kind of collaboration and awesome. Doing stuff is definitely high on the priority list for sure.
That's good.
There's just so much organic growth to be had from it, and especially when you're dealing with, you know, good, solid local business people, which unfortunately seems hard to come by, but it is what it is, I guess.
You know, some folks just don't think outside the box.
That's it.
I know you was telling me about wanting to be inside a lounge and doing your podcast and being around bourbon and cigars, and as soon as I heard that, I hopped all over it.
Yeah.
You know, I like, let's do it here. You know, I love it.
I'm glad that you wanted it, and we're thankful to be part of the grand opening week.
Oh yeah.
It's a big lineup. We got some. Lots of heavy hitters. I'm glad you put us in the beginning so we weren't following these guys up.
Yes, but I'll tell you this: just don't let this be the only day you come. If you don't come on Saturday,
screwed up.
Oh man,
we'd love to. We're going to be at that beach house doing the 2022 planning.
Okay,
we just got to get all that stuff figured out.
Good,
it's the only time we're going to be able to do it. But I want to come back. The comedian's Thursday.
Tomorrow.
I want to come back for that.
Ladies' night is Thursday.
Okay,
I can come back for that too.
Yeah, we're bringing in 7. She's out of Raleigh, North Carolina. She's a cigar enthusiast and beautiful smoked cigars. So she's going to teach ladies how to cut, light, and smoke cigars. And if any ladies want to take it a lower advance and learn about the binder, the filler, and the wrapper, then we'll go that way. And how to actually ash a cigar.
Right.
You know, you know, some folks take a cigar and we see them and they just start and they
they beat the hell out of it.
It's so disrespectful.
Tell them.
Don't treat the cigar like that. But and that's us. You know, some folks ask, "Hey, you have any hookahs?" That is so disrespectful. Don't do that.
So what's your favorite type of cigar? Because I know there's a lot of different types of cigars. My
favorite right now, all right, and I smoke a lot, My favorite right now in a medium is a Oscar Valdez Alta Q. All right. My favorite in a faux body is the Warhead by Espinosa.
Okay.
And a Connecticut is my father's Connecticut. Very creamy, very smooth, good draw to it. And right now I don't smoke any flavored. Each cigar I have flavored in here right now, I've smoked it just so I can have a testimonies, just in case I need to sell a cigar to someone else.
Yeah.
That's good business, man.
Yeah, knowing what they like, asking a lot of questions, and that's basically what we like to do. Is we ask questions so we can know what cigar to recommend to you, so you can have that great experience at Luxe.
Right.
So it's all about the experience.
Exactly.
That's
And
right. That's
and what do we say all the time?
Whiskey and Whitetails is it is an experience.
It is an experience.
And we're always selling the experience on what we want to do with other people. It's not about, like, we meet people all the time about whiskey classes and they talk about just the smells and stuff. It's like, no, I want you to experience it. That's why we do everything blind. I don't want you to know what it is.
Right.
I want you to taste it and experience what you're tasting, what you're drinking, what you're smelling.
I want you to think about it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to think about a bottle or a brand.
Nope.
I want you to think about what you're tasting.
Right.
What does it remind you of?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because not everybody, I'm sure it's the same with cigars, but, you know, when we're introducing people to whiskey, we don't tell them to, you know, tell me what kind of floral notes you pick up. Do you pick up tannins or notes from the oak?
Right.
We ask them to think about what the flavors remind them of. Does it remind you of Christmas or a campfire or
Right.
Sitting around with your old man.
anything?
Shooting the shit, you know?
Right.
It can be what, and that's the start of appreciating what you're tasting.
So we're actually a Pravada cigar club. We're a part of that association, and so it's Limited Cigar Association. That's what it's called, LCA.
Okay.
And so we carry a different cigar every month on first Friday that only comes out once a year.
Oh, wow.
Last year I started that membership with them, and the first cigar was called a Fruity Leather cigar. All right. So people ask me, is it sweet? I was like, no. So what did I taste in that cigar? I tasted a leather vest,
Yeah.
and sour apple.
Right.
I was like, that's what you taste. Everybody's palate is different.
Right. Yep.
So it's all about what you experience, what you taste.
Absolutely.
And if you like it,
Yeah.
you get another one.
There's your
Absolutely.
answer.
There you go.
Yep.
Yep. Everything's about it's your experience, your personal experience with it. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Because if somebody tells you a whiskey's nasty, you may love that whiskey. I mean, there's whiskeys that I enjoy that a lot of people don't.
You're right.
And there's whiskeys people like that I hate.
And like on what you were saying, taste being subjective, it's different for everybody. What I like about that is you and I, all three of us, can sit here and drink different whiskeys, and whatever whiskey you're drinking, he and I may not like, and what I'm drinking, you two may not like, but we can all sit and still enjoy and appreciate
Definitely
it for what it is. The same thing with a cigar.
Yeah.
And people are I feel like they're the embodiment of people. Everybody's different, right? But you can all sit around and shoot the shit and still be, different.
Hey, so since it's not live, you can say shit.
You can say whatever you want, bro.
Whatever I want.
Whatever you
Whatever you want.
Nice.
People are going to hear it.
Shit.
So. Yeah, shit.
It's only live in the sense that we're at a live venue.
Right.
We're going to record this and edit some of this stuff out. So
Sometimes I get a little out of control, and we have to cut segments.
But that's why I said, let me keep on drinking until I come on, so I can be a little loose.
Yeah.
And say shit.
yeah, you
You can say shit.
man.
Yeah. You can say anything. We'll leave all that in too. That's you in true form.
Good.
Yeah, we actually had a discussion before you got here that we think most people cuss, and I don't think most people are offended by cussing.
Oh,
If you're offended by a curse word or by words in general, our podcast and our thing is not for you anyway.
Yeah.
it's not.
It's just not.
Because we try to keep it as real as possible and just have fun.
Yeah.
So what made you want to start? So you've done how long have you been doing let's start wherever you want to start. I was
Okay.
going to say let's start in the beginning, but that may be, I don't know how far back you're beginning.
The beginning is not too far. I've actually started last year. May. Okay. Last year, May, I put in for a tobacco license. I went out to Atlanta and I purchased a trailer. All right. So it was actually a 2-car hauler.
Okay.
And purchased that trailer. I built it out. into a mobile cigar lounge. So was that my first choice to do? No. What I wanted to do is actually open where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Brick and mortar. But the pandemic got in the way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you look at the mobile, the mobile is actually a pandemic baby. Okay.
Smart.
What that did was it teach me how to learn about cigars, because I wasn't really learning, I was just smoking cigars.
Right.
And from May up until May of this year, I probably traveled maybe 32 different states, looking at other lounges, going to different conventions, different cigar fests. Festus, is that a word?
Could be.
Yeah, it's a word now.
Yeah. All right.
So then this year, I said, you know what, I'm going to open that lounge.
Yeah.
You know, the pandemic kind of went away a little bit.
Sure.
Numbers went down.
Right.
And so I signed the lease on this place in May, and I've done just about everything except for plumbing and electrical in this building.
Wow.
But why did I do it?
By yourself. You did everything by yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, the times that I was traveling, for things I needed to finish, I hired a contractor to finish, you know, some of the walls and the trimming and things like that. The bar was built twice, because the first time I built it, it was 4 feet high.
Oh no.
And I'm 5'6", 4 feet high. I couldn't light your cigar, cut your cigar, and kind of be personable. I'm tippy-toeing.
Yeah.
So cut the bar down. Cut the bar down. The building, as you see, is gray. I painted it maybe 4 times. One, because I couldn't find that paint again, so I had to go with another paint, but it was really close.
Yeah.
Just finished the VIP lounge on Christmas. You know, so I was here on Christmas.
Yeah.
Finishing the ceiling and painting and putting in the lockers and things like that. Again, back to why. I've been in hip hop club business, R&B, jazz, and now cigars. And that's just kind of like how my life went from hip hop. It's a lot you have to deal with a hip hop club. R&B a little bit less, jazz a little bit lesser. So now I'm dealing with one security guy
Right.
at the door, just greeting.
Sure.
You know, you don't have to pat down
Right.
in a jazz lounge. And then now I have no security.
Right.
You know, you come in, you smoke cigars, you drink some bourbon, you enjoy yourself, you
Right.
enjoy the vibe, and that's it. So now it's a settled life.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's people smoke cigars.
Yep.
Cigars bring people together, you know. So that's what I wanted to do, is bring people together. Outside of that, you know, me doing a lot of stuff in the community, a lot of give backs.
Yep.
It just kind of really set that pace of relaxation,
Right. Yeah.
you know. So
I'm
I love it.
digging the vibe, the fireplace, the wood, the natural light through the tinted windows. I mean, it's
Beautiful in here.
I love it.
Thank you.
I
Thank
love it.
you.
I think you did a great job. I love the open ceiling and everything, and like the music vibes right with what you were saying about just being chill and having fun.
Yeah, I used to. I mean, he knows. I spent most of my later high school and through college DJing clubs just for extra money, you know.
Good.
And you learn a lot about the club and the bar industry, and about, like you said, depending on the type of bar or club it is, the environment and the kind of clientele and then the kind of customers you got to deal with. This is way much less of a, I would imagine, you know, all the nights I spent in those places and seeing things happen. This is much, you go to bed a lot easier at night, not having to worry about what's going to happen while you're not there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's,
You don't have to worry about the police being called. You know, it's really, really relaxed. And if you are looking to get into cigars, you know, I would say go for it. You know, trying your first cigar. Now the thing is, trying your first cigar, you want to go to a place that is very knowledgeable and know what they're talking about, because you won't have a bad experience. One thing about cigars, to me, okay, I think the saliva from cigars turns into a laxative. Okay.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have anything on your stomach. So the thing is always making sure that you're choosing the right cigar for a person being in a cigar lounge.
Right.
So a guy came in earlier today, and he was like, I'm just starting. What I usually do is my wife will buy me a cigar, and I just hold it in my mouth when I'm driving. Smoke that cigar.
Yeah.
Smoke that cigar.
Yeah.
But again, if you are a novice and you're just starting, you don't want to just smoke any cigar. You want to start either light and then work your way up.
Yep.
So, and that's our thing. We are very knowledgeable and want to show education or teach education first before we indulge.
Sure.
So I told your cigar tender back there, beautiful woman, told her that I wanted something strong to go with some strong bourbon, and that's what she recommended, and I got it.
So you have the New World.
It was the
you have the Euro Special from AJ Fernandez.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a great cigar.
Really great cigar. That cigar I cannot keep in the house.
Really?
It is one of our #1 sellers. So she did pick a good cigar for you.
Yeah, she steered me right. This is really good. I enjoy it a lot. I like that dark leaf. I like the thicker gauge.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And that's in a Toro size. So AJ Fernandez actually has a cigar, which is an exclusive cigar from LCA, and it's called the Rose Gold Watch. And this is his first time doing this cigar in a hybrid leaf. So most of your flavor that you're tasting is in the leaf of the cigar. So that's a really exclusive cigar, and we have them. We have them. Yeah.
No big deal. But we have.
Now, once it's gone, you can't get it. Yeah. They won't. They might come out with it again next year, but you can only get it once a year.
And that's your yearly release for this month?
Yes. So they actually released 3 cigars. Dr. Caffey. We have the Aneo Viejo cigar, which is an Lancero, and then there's a Twin Peaks cigar, which is a Dominican and San Andres wrapper.
Nice.
Really good. So those 3 cigars came out actually on December 27th because they wanted to release those cigars before before New Year's, so you can have a celebration cigar.
Nice.
We have a few left.
Well, we have a part of our show. We have 17 now executive producers of the show.
Okay.
And probably a good half of them are cigar aficionados. One of them writes for us. His name's Trevor. He writes for our cigar stuff. So these guys will definitely appreciate any in the weeds you want to get on cigars. Don't worry about it. Any in the weeds you want to get on cigars, they would appreciate it.
You're gonna hear that.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear that.
That's all right.
The little brush.
That's okay.
We also have a segment called the Plug of the Week, which I think you're gonna get down with this song. But we had the song written for this segment right here. But we'll do you and the store of this week's Plug of the Week for the Whiskey and Whitetails show.
And so for background, a plug of the week is anything that we decide to plug that week. Something, a product, a company, a business that we come across, just something we came across that week that we like. That's what we plug that week. It's
awesome.
There's no aim to it. It's just whatever we like for that week.
Hit that button.
It's time for the plug of the week.
Yeah. And this week's Plug of the Week is the Luxe Cigar Lounge.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you having us here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's a lot of fun, and we're not shutting it down. We still got to talk some.
We got some more bourbon to taste.
For sure we do.
I'm actually drinking the Larceny right now.
What do you think?
I like it.
It's a weeded.
I like it a lot.
You do. You like it more than the early times?
I haven't tried the early times tonight, so I'm gonna go back to the early times.
It's good.
I actually started Baker's.
Yeah, I gave you some Baker's 107.
Start with the Baker's, then went to the Larson. So I actually went all the way to the high end before I started down. I should have started with early times and then worked my way up.
No, there's no wrong
There's
way.
no wrong way to do it, man.
Okay.
However you want to.
You don't have to start with a strong cigar. You can start early, mild. You can start strong.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll appreciate mild more. Because sometimes I'll have a mild cigar and be like, man, this is just right.
If you have a full body cigar and that cigar really has a good kick or a lot of pepper in it, and you didn't eat, it's almost like you're smoking weed.
Really? Get you going?
I mean, it gets you going. It gets you slightly lightheaded, not on a bad side.
Yeah.
But it just got you feeling relaxed.
Nice.
You know what weed does to you.
Oh yeah, I've heard. I read a book once.
We can talk about weed on here, right?
Yeah, talk about whatever you want to, man.
Whatever you want.
Good.
Do you retrohale
I do.
every
Okay.
time, or just once in a while for trying to smell it?
Most of the times I retrohale. I probably retrohale at least one time on each cigar. All right. One is because I want to taste all the notes on that cigar.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a new cigar, I'm definitely retrohaling a lot, so I can have that testimony to let people know what I taste.
Yeah.
And what's the technique? Just practice. Because every time I do it, it makes my eyes water.
Well, so let's start. Let's do it.
Okay.
So, retrohaling this cigar, which is the Murcielago, I call it the bat. It is burning
Yeah.
right now. So I taste a lot of cocoa, coffee beans.
I get coffee hardcore on this.
Hardcore on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Coffee beans, you get some pepper. And I feel like having an espresso right now,
Yeah.
is what I'm tasting, you know. But that's a part of retrohaling. It's what you taste in that cigar deeply when you retrohale.
Yeah.
And one thing about this cigar is I chain smoke the cigar. This is a really good cigar. So if Eric Espinosa is watching, good job.
Yeah. Send some more this way.
Yeah. Send some more this way.
Tell me what I'm missing out on cigar and coffee. Never done a cigar coffee in the morning.
That's my favorite pairing.
Really? You done it?
Cigar and coffee. I do it more frequently than I care to admit.
Well,
We have a morning cigar?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I
I
do.
don't think I've ever had a morning cigar.
Yeah.
never had a morning cigar.
It's
Man, that's breakfast.
Bro, it is something. You don't go with a heavy cigar that may make you sick to your stomach. That's a shitty way to start your day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But a nice cup of coffee and a nice mild cigar. Dude, I can sit on my back porch and watch the ducks fly in and out of that pond all morning, and until one of my kids comes out inevitably and interrupts me. It's pretty nice.
Really?
And that mild cigar could be a Connecticut, any Connecticut cigar, or even if you go a little bit medium, it's not too heavy, not too mild, but it's like just perfect. And I like to do cigars and coffee in the morning. It's like breakfast.
Yeah. Huh. I'm gonna have to try it sometime. We'll do that this weekend.
Yeah, should.
We'll definitely do that this weekend.
And it is enjoyable.
Do you have an espresso? There's a coffee shop on Folly. We'll
Go get an espresso.
Yeah.
I've been trying to talk myself into buying an espresso machine, but I'd be the only one that uses it, and they're not cheap.
Yeah, I would use it all the
They're
time.
definitely not cheap. Now, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm doing bourbon in a cigar.
I've definitely had bourbon in the morning.
Oh, I've done that before too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what you need to get the day started.
Now,
that's for sure.
when I get here at 10 o'clock in the morning, I get my day set, and then I go live, like you were here Monday, and I got bourbon.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing I drink and I smoke. And haven't even ate yet. So that starts the day.
Yeah.
Bourbon and cigars, or coffee and cigars.
Yeah.
That's breakfast.
I'm gonna try it out. Since you brought that up, there's another thing I want to discuss with you is the entrepreneurial mind.
Mm-hmm.
He goes live 4 times a day
Yeah.
on 4 different platforms.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Instead of cross posting, he goes live and caters his speech to that audience that he knows is on there 4 times a day.
yeah. So
Yes.
I would tell you a lot of stuff I've read about content creation. Unless you are a huge corporate company that has a massive reach, regardless, you almost have to do that. That's
do.
why if you notice, like if you ever look on Twitter, when I post pictures, I don't post pictures in the same order
Yeah.
that you post them. But my captions are often different because I'm catering to a different. And Twitter is so weird. I almost hate using it because I feel like if you don't get on there and get in arguments with people and debate about
No
really
one's gonna see it.
nobody sees your account, and it is what it is. But yeah, it definitely helps to do things differently. That's
What
a lot of work though, man.
Yeah.
It
What
is.
other entrepreneurial tips do you have?
Well,
Because I know you're full of.
one thing in
Well, how many businesses do you own? But first, so I can preface your
5, 6
credentials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I own a tax company.
Okay.
So it's tax season is about to start. So
Yep.
my babies are in Charlotte. So I'm there from January to April, sometimes May.
Okay.
I consult with different bars, actually 13 bars right now. Cigar Lounge, the mobile, and I'm also a promoter.
Yep.
So I do a lot of concerts, I do a lot of festivals.
Okay.
And everything that I do, I love it. So if you are in the entrepreneurial status of your life, if you're not doing what you love, stop.
Yeah.
Do what you love, because when you do what you love, it's not work.
It's not work. Yeah.
You know, I love smoking cigars. I love drinking bourbon. When I come here, it's not work. You know, I get to talk to folks that's in here. Anybody that walks in here, I'm having a conversation with. I'm telling them hello. I'm telling them goodbye.
Yeah.
Like there should be no reason you have an establishment and you don't talk to every customer.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So entrepreneurship, one thing is if you are an entrepreneur and you have goals, do something every day towards that goal.
Yep.
If it's just posting once a day
Right.
towards that goal, you post once a day. Me doing on 4 different platforms, I have to do it, you know, because one is I'm in Moncks Corner, and it's a rural area.
Right.
So folks that's in this area is about 9,000, 9,200 in population. I opened this location for Moncks Corner. Now, some folks may travel from North Charleston. Some folks is traveling from Charlotte and the DMV and Atlanta just to come and see this lounge.
Wow.
And to be in Charleston, you want to be different.
Sure. Yeah.
All right? Different isn't bad. It's not a bad thing to be different.
No, not at
You
all.
know, you being unique. And that's one thing I want to do is be unique in the cigar lounge in the Low Country. So I want to create a vibe. I want to create knowledge and an atmosphere where you can relax and smoke cigars.
Yeah.
I'm one of a kind.
Yeah, that's
You know,
for sure.
one of a kind in this area.
Yeah.
And not to be boastful or have my ass on my shoulders. It's just that I want it to be different. My mom always told me, Calvin, dare to be different. How I dress now is how I dressed when I was in grade school.
Yeah.
From first grade up into high school, I always wore suits, I wore hats, I wore shades.
Yeah.
That's always been me.
That's
So
cool, man.
this is something new.
Yeah.
Just because I have a cigar lounge. I just love putting on good threads and smoking cigars.
Yeah, man.
So 12th grade, when I started smoking tobacco, the first thing I smoked was a pipe. And the lady that used to own, what did she own? It was called the Smoking Lamp, which is now another company. The Smoking Lamp, no lady in there, she gave me an education on smoking tobacco. So my favorite tobacco on smoking and pipe tobacco is Mount Pleasant Cherry. And that's what I love to do.
Yeah.
So entrepreneurship, everything towards your business. If you're a small business or you're a big business, if you're a big business, you already know. Small business, always do something every day
Right.
towards your goal. I come in here every day and I do something. If I put in lights on back of the TVs,
Right.
just to give that nice look.
Sure.
If I'm putting up a new ventilation system, if I'm putting up some mirrors in the bathroom, there's something every day to do.
Yeah. I was going to say, there's never a shortage of something that needs to be done.
Right.
And one thing I've figured out is that, you know, I have a kind of a task manager thing that I use to manage stuff I need to get done, whether it's for the business or other things. It's really easy to get overwhelmed by all the stuff.
Right.
And find yourself just not doing anything, right? Kind of a paralysis by analysis sort of thing. You got to just break it up into small pieces and just do a little bit each day.
I'm a busybody. I don't like to be bored.
Same. Yeah.
Bored is boring.
I couldn't tell you last time I was bored.
Yeah, it's boring. So I like to travel. I like to smoke. I love to play with my kids.
Yeah.
You know, I love to do stuff in the community. So I should never get bored.
That's right.
Boredom is, you're not making money if you're bored. That's for sure.
You're not. You're not. So
I think I had I forget where I was. It was a family thing, you know, and I was kind of forced to be not doing anything but there. And like, I guess I was visibly antsy, You know,
Right.
'cause just I was in my head. I was trying to be in the moment and enjoy
I got
the
ants
family.
in my pants and I
Right.
need to dance.
But you know, like my knee was bouncing, and my mom reached over and she's like, "You don't know how to not be doing something, do you?" And I was like, "Since we started the first business, that was almost 5 years ago now. It's every day has been doing something, and if I'm not doing something that day, I'm thinking about it all day."
Are you guys brothers?
No,
You guys look alike.
childhood best friends. We met when we were still in diapers.
Yeah.
Nice.
We
Yeah.
just, for Christmas, we posted a picture of us in 1989 together in front of a Christmas tree, little kids, little
Yep.
baby.
Right.
Yeah, our dads
Our
were
babies
stationed
were
together
standing.
in the military, and created kind of a family friendship, and we stayed in touch. You know, moved away, split apart, and
Best men in each other's wedding.
yep. Fast forward, time in college, time in the military, and we at a strange, crazy turn of events, he ended up getting a job down here.
And you'd already been here for like 6 years or something.
Yeah, I'd been here for about 6 years, and a buddy of mine called and said, "Hey, I'm looking for somebody that fits, you know, this skill set." And I was like, "Man, the only person I know is my best friend's getting out. He's got X, Y, and Z, you know, kind of a background." And he was like, "I didn't even bother asking because I haven't been able to find anybody that fits that in months." He's like, "I need his number now."
Right.
And I swear to God, a week later, he was sleeping in my kid's bedroom.
Yeah.
My kid was crashing in the bed with us, and he was starting his new job.
Came down
get
here,
it.
moved to Greenwoods Drive in North Charleston.
Wow.
I lived there for a while, and then went to West Ashley, and then over to James Island.
Good.
But
Yeah, you live about an hour away from here.
Yeah, he does.
yeah,
It's a
I
hike.
live at Folly, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not far. I mean, the way I tell everybody is like, no, y'all live an hour from me,
Right.
Because I live in town, y'all.
So I live about 32 minutes from here. And when I take that drive on Live Oaks Drive or street, whatever it's called, I drive in silence. And it's like meditation coming in here.
Yeah,
And, you know, when you take that ride, it's relaxing.
Yeah.
You know, the trees.
yeah, the trees are beautiful.
When I you know, take trips, and I used to take my grandmother with me, and she used to look at the trees and the different colors, how it changes, things like that. And now when I'm riding and she's not riding with me, I'm looking at the trees now.
Yeah.
You know, red and green and forest green. It's a relaxation.
Yep.
You know.
There's beauty in nature. That's
Yeah.
Well, the other side of our comedies, we do a lot in the woods and taking veterans out in the woods and showing stuff in the woods, or just taking ourselves out in the woods.
Nice.
But yeah, it's like you combine a campfire with some cigars and whiskey out in nature. It's just it's like an out-of-body. That's a drug.
Right.
Like straight up, that's a drug.
Right. So tell me about these beards. How do you guys get these beards to grow?
His is great. Mine started on actually a dare. So I used to rock a goatee for a long time.
Okay.
And he got out of the military and decided he'd had enough of being forced to shave every day. So he just stopped and grew this Viking-worthy beard.
Bacon grease. That's right.
And then one day he was like, it was actually like 2 weeks before or 2 months before my little girl's gender reveal party. He was like, "You should just stop shaving, let it grow." And I was like, I don't know, I've never been, you know.
Yeah.
So I just did, and it grew, and then now my wife won't let me cut it off.
Mine neither. Even if I wanted to. If I wanted to restart, nah, she wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah, wife likes it a lot. She likes it. I like it.
Mine is still growing, so I must need to.
Well, funny thing, beards are just as subjective as taste is. Everybody's beards grow to what their genetics say they will. So,
Yeah.
like, this is about as long as mine gets,
Right.
and then it just starts to get really frilly. And I messed up and missed my appointment to get it, and I can't get back into the 19th of this month.
Oh,
This
wow.
thing is going to be wild in 2
Be
weeks.
all over the place.
So I'm starting to. I got about maybe 2 or 3 gray hairs coming in. So if that's what's going to be where I'm going to look like in the next couple of months, I'm excited.
You just got to embrace it, man.
Yeah, I'm not darkening it,
No, don't.
anything like that. I want to see what it does.
See, this dude's on camera. He don't even know. But
Yeah.
like his beard,
Yeah.
his beard's money, man.
Oh yeah.
Get some of that salt pepper in there.
Big money,
Yeah, that's a good looking beard.
big money.
Boy, he knows it too. Look at him talking.
He's on
over
camera
there.
the whole time.
He's actually used to be in Charlotte. He knows my uncle. Before he got here, he said, "Man, I was just on the phone with Damon. Damon actually makes my custom hats."
Oh wow.
And he's like, "Man, I didn't
These?
know." Yeah. So I have a fedora that has gator on the top of the hat.
Oh, nice.
wow.
That hat weighs about a good 5-10 pounds. It is heavy. And just lost my train of thought. But
You're saying he was on the phone with your uncle or your
yeah,
cousin.
but you know, I think I lost it. What was I saying? Got into that hat.
We were talking about his beard.
Gray
Yeah.
in the beard. I don't know.
Whatever it is. It'll come back.
Maybe you'll get you grow in that gray beard.
All right.
I think it looks wise. Yeah, I got a couple grays. I cheat sometimes and pull them out because they all grow in the same spot, so I just yank them out.
Yank them out.
Mine all seem to grow like it's like a racing, like an offset racing stripe on an old muscle car.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
this one side.
One side.
Yeah,
The
whatever.
Italian job.
That's right.
That's funny. Well, I think we're all out of whiskey, and
Yeah.
what else you want to say? Anything to the people? So get something out.
Well, the grand opening is this week. We are actually in the grand opening week and this weekend. Like we said earlier, where we're at now, we're doing the Cigars and Bourbon live podcast with Whiskey and Whitetails. Tomorrow night is Smokes and Jokes. Thursday is Ladies Night. Friday is a corporate event with St. Royale Vodka. Saturday is the actual grand opening. So 3 p.m., we're bringing in a live band. We're going to do an inside and outside corridor. So live band in the inside, DJ in the live band and outside, DJ in the inside. And then that's going to go into the night event where we're going to celebrate one of my cigar tenders' birthday. Her birthday is actually on Saturday. And then Sunday is the grand finale. We're bringing in another band inside that's going to be centered in front of the fireplace. That's Black Diamond and Company. Phenomenal band. So with me doing a lot of things with the Mobile Cigar Lounge, I've traveled a lot from DC to Texas to Chicago, Nashville, Virginia, Maryland. So through that whole time, everyone knows that the grand opening is this weekend. So I don't have a lot of space for everybody. So we're doing these tents on the outside.
Yeah.
So do come in if you indulge in cigars and bourbon, or just like the atmosphere. Some folks just like the smell.
Yeah.
The smell of cigars. So just come in and
Smell away.
smell away.
Free smells.
Yes, free smells. But that's all I got. It and I love it. I appreciate you guys hosting your event here tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
I really definitely appreciate that.
I appreciate you having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us for sure.
No.
We'll definitely have to do this more often.
Yeah. Do a big ticketed event.
My saying is, if it's all right, it's all night.
That's it.
Oh, we baby.
You tell them. All right. Well, with that, we're going to have another cigar and hang out for a little bit.
Let's do it.
All right, man.
Thanks for coming.
Until next time.
Until next time. We hit that button.
Next time.